Welcome back to Van Gogh Garage. This time we're working on the 48 Willys Jeep Rat Rod. In the last couple of videos on this, we were working on the frame. We had it stripped all the way down, welding on the top, on the bottom. Most of the framework's done now, so time to move on. So I think my next biggest project on this thing is going to be this little hole right down here. Oh, and maybe like that hole right there. Yeah, it's time to do the firewall. So here's the biggest chunk of the firewall that I cut out. That's what I started with. And then I had to eventually start hacking away and making stuff fit. So my plan is to try to make this part fit up in there as best I can and just fill in from there to wherever and make the firewall. I guess that's how you do it. I don't know, I've never done it before. Seems like that's a plan. If you look under here, you can see that it's going to have to come back quite a bit. It was clear up here. I'm going to guess that it has to come back about 8 inches. And I can kind of fit it up in there a little bit. You get a rough idea what's going on. So you can see it's hitting the header right there. So what I'm going to have to do is I think I'm going to take this bracket off first. And then just start cutting away at it until everything kind of fits. And then go from there. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take off that bracket and then we'll see how it fits. I got the bracket off of it. It's up in there. It fits a lot better now. Now I got to figure out where to go from here. I'm still kind of close here, and then with this valve cover, the rest of it seems to have pretty good clearance. Right now I have it all the way back as far as I can because there's a bracket up in here that it's hitting on. So I think I'm going to have to remove that bracket. And once I do that, I got 1.5 inches I can come up before I hit the back of the speedometer. And if that still doesn't work, we can get rid of the speedometer. It's not going to work anyways. But I would like to try to keep the gauge cluster where it is, so I can come back a little bit farther and still keep gauges in it. So I think from here, I need to remove that bracket up in the dash. And then I'm going to cut the floor like here and over there, so this can set down a little better and I can kind of figure out what's going on from there. I think that'll get us a lot closer. I had to kind of readjust things a little bit so I could get up in here and cut off this bracket. Now that I got that off, that's going to give me a lot of clearance. I also pulled out the speedometer. It only had one wing nut holding it in there, so that was easy enough. So I'm going to go ahead and get this reset where it was at, back on the frame. And I also cut out some of the floor. Once I get it back on the frame, we can check it out, see how much more cutting we need to get it in there where it needs to be. Well, I had to get the big hammer out, but we got it in there. It's looking okay. I got a couple of self-tappers in there. It's holding itself in place. I think a little duct tape and some JB Weld, and it's good to go. I wish. But at least I got a pretty good start on what the plan is. Looks like I might have to take some of this out here to clear the header. But other than that, I can just start building off of this back to that and making this fit to that. I don't know. It's far from a perfect fit. What's that they say? It's far from perfect, but perfect from afar. Yeah, it looks good from down the street. Well, at least with the self-tappers in there, I can keep putting it back in the same spot. And I think I'll go ahead and hack that out right there, and maybe we can use one of the smaller hammers and kind of shape that metal to go around the header. I haven't looked on the other side yet, but I think we're pretty good over there. That doesn't come back as far, I believe. It looks like it's a little close on the transmission there too. So that's going to need a little persuasion. But I think what I see right now is a pretty good start. Go ahead and pull this out and do a little cutting and banging, and we'll see what we can come up with. I had to throw one of the seats in there, just kind of check it out, see if it felt right. I think it feels pretty good. Yeah. I don't know, maybe the seat needs to go back a little more. I'll have to wait till I get the steering wheel in here. Figure out how all that's gonna fit yet. So what I've been working on in this is just kind of making everything fit, bending and hammering. And the more I hammer, the more this thing ends up on the floor, but part of the process, I guess. But I think I know where I want to cut everything now, and then we can start actually putting it together. Got it marked in a bunch of spots. And I also have a bracket that I cut up in here that it's all jagged and stuff, so I want to get that out of there. So if I'm sticking my hand up in there, all of my hand still comes back out. And that's got a couple of spot welds down here, so I'm going to just drill that out, pop that off. Then once I get all of this cut and everything, I'm going to probably put a couple of braces across from the dash to the firewall. And then I think I'm going to take the tub off of the frame, and then I can weld it from the other side instead of trying to get up in the dash and mess with all of that. Man, there's like a weird echo in here now. I don't know if you can hear that. So I'm going to pull this out again and trim everything up, and I don't know, figure it out. Well, I did a little bit of grinding and cutting and drilling, and I put a few more self-tappers in and ran a brace over to the dash. So I think it's time to start making this thing a little more permanent. So what I'm going to do is clean everything out of the tub. I'm going to pull it back and turn it so the front's facing this way. I'll have a bunch of room to work and can get in there really good. So I think I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'll go eat some lunch and get back at it. Okay, so I got the Jeep body flipped around here so we can get up under there and start working on this firewall. For right now, my plan is to just fill this in right here all the way around. And then I'm not sure where I'm going to go from there. I think I'm going to leave this stuff down here alone for right now, because I still got to figure out a brake pedal and everything, make that fit in there. And then on this side I got a bunch of rusty metal, so I guess I'll go as far as I can till I get into that. Before I do all of that, I want to eliminate some stuff while I'm under here. I need to trim a little bit of metal off of this, and I'm going to get rid of this piece. It's about ready to fall off as it is. And I was working on this piece over here. I removed this with my hand, so as you can see there's not much left of that. For the sheet metal that I'm going to use in here, well, of course it's some old junk. We got a piece that I cut out of a van a couple years ago that I parted out, and we got a old ugly fender. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut a few pieces out of this one and try to figure out how to make it all fit with this. I think the worst part is going to be trying to make this curve up in here. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that yet. I think I'll see if I can find a piece of pipe or something that I can use to bend the metal. But I'm going to go ahead and hack this off real quick and a couple more cuts, and then we'll cut some pieces and work from there. Alright, I got my first panel cut right here. That's where we're going to start. I'll get this side tacked in first, and then we'll get this other part attached to the firewall. Then we'll probably go ahead and switch over to this side, kind of get everything squared up, and then we can start filling in the top. Might not get too crazy with that right now. When I'm ready to do it, I'll just flip the body over so I can really get to it. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and dig out everything to weld this, and let's melt some holes in sheet metal. If nothing else, this will be good practice for the rest of it. These are practice welds. Yep. Well, I don't know if it's any good, but it's there. A bunch of spot welds later. Got about 100 more to go, at least. It's a little gappy in a few spots, I see that. But considering the whole thing is a POS, it's not a big deal. Well, I think that's where we're going to end this video. It's just going to be a bunch of rinse and repeat with the welds, and I'm not ready to fill this in yet because of the brake pedal. I got to figure out where that's got to go, and also have the headers and stuff right here, so pretty close on everything. But if you wouldn't mind hitting that like or subscribe button, I appreciate it. And like always, thanks for hanging out at Van Gogh Garage in Little Carburetor Spring, Colorado. Thanks for watching. Bye.